Modern Warfare 3 2023 maps have already gotten leaked. But before I tell you guys what those maps are, I want you to comment right now, what do you think the two maps are? Go ahead, pause the video, and comment what you think the maps are. But with that being said, let's jump into some Black Ops 3 while we talk about this. Gonna go ahead and see if I can connect to this server. We might actually have a populated game that's not against bots. Yeah, we got actual people in here today. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of mind-blowing that maps have gotten leaked before the game itself has even been officially announced. Like, how is that even possible? But even though we don't officially know the name of the next Call of Duty, there are a lot of leaks and rumors that have been pointing to it being Modern Warfare 3 2023, and that the campaign is going to be made by Infinity Ward. Sledgehammer Games is going to develop the multiplayer, and Treyarch is going to be doing the zombies. Now, I'm not exactly sure how you guys are feeling about that, but I think it's a little weird to have three dev teams handling different sections of the game. I feel like Treyarch should be able to fully dedicate their time and attention to the game that they're going to be developing for 2024. I don't really mind Infinity Ward doing the campaign stuff because that's kind of a one-off thing, and obviously they're the ones that have done the reboot for Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. So it makes sense that they would do Modern Warfare 3. That's really not all that weird. But Sledgehammer Game is developing the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3 2023 could be a big hit or miss. We will have to wait and see how that goes. But since these pictures of Modern Warfare 3 2023 maps have been leaked, it does beg the question, are these maps actually newly developed maps, or were they supposed to be the Year 2 DLC for Modern Warfare 2? Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to show the pictures of the maps. I would really like to be able to, but I don't want to get some kind of takedown request. Bruh, the last thing I need to do is get a cease and desist from Activision, so no.
But I have reviewed the maps extensively. I've been looking at them for quite a bit.
And I gotta say, graphically, these maps look like Modern Warfare 2 2022 maps. And that's just kind of been the case for Call of Duty recently. Like, there haven't been these massive leaps and bounds for graphics recently with Call of Duty games. By and large, they've kind of been the same. But I think overall, it still looks stylistically like Modern Warfare 2. And there's a pretty good chance that this is just cut content or cut Year 2 DLC from Modern Warfare 2. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't come up with this brand new. It wasn't newly created. It's not newly developed. They just had it sitting around. And they're just gonna put it in Modern Warfare 3. And that's not really a big deal. We've seen this kind of stuff all the time with Call of Duty. Funny enough, a prime example of this is Call of Duty 4 going into the original Modern Warfare 2. There was actually massive amounts of cut content from Call of Duty 4 that eventually just got added into Modern Warfare 2. So it's not really unusual. It's not lazy. They work hard on all of that stuff. They put time and effort into it. But as far as it goes for when it gets released or what game it's put into, I feel like that's more of Activision's call. But I think I made you guys wait long enough. Here are the two maps that got leaked for Modern Warfare 3. Drum roll, please. The two maps that got leaked are Terminal and Scrapyard. Both of these maps have been remade and remastered before, and I don't really have any problems with them, but both Terminal and Scrapyard are from the original Modern Warfare 2, and I really just feel like it would have made more sense to actually release them in Modern Warfare 2 2022. And it's not like I think they're bad choices for maps to drop into Modern Warfare 3, but there's still maps from the original Modern Warfare 3 that we've never seen get remade that absolutely deserve a remaster, like Mission, for sure. That map was so much fun to play in the original Modern Warfare 3, but it's never come back. We got Glarful in here. But yeah, man, there's absolutely maps from the original Modern Warfare 3 that definitely deserve to be in new COD titles. But even though these maps got leaked and the topic of maps is still pretty interesting, it's definitely going to seem to matter less when I mention what I'm about to mention. I actually did cover this topic pretty extensively in a recent Nerd Plays video, but I'm going to just briefly mention it now because I think it still holds a lot of importance and relevance here. But it's the fact that skill-based matchmaking and engagement-optimized matchmaking determines everything for the matches that we play on new Call of Duty games. So whether we get a bunch of new maps or a bunch of map remakes, whether the maps are good or bad, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of irrelevant when the matchmaking systems in the new Call of Duty games are so strong. Here's a prime example, and it actually comes from Modern Warfare 2 2022. 10v10 Mosh Pit and 12v12 Battle Map Search and Destroy don't really seem to have skill-based matchmaking. You've got to be... Mr. Beast is using a Brecci, and he somehow dodged my Ripper.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined. Since
more players than normal have to queue in to find those matches, the matchmaking times would be extremely long if skill-based matchmaking was as strong as it normally is. So it really does seem like Infinity Ward has actually toned things back on 10v10 Mosh Pit and 12v12 S&D, which is actually just super nice because it feels a lot more casual than normal. It feels more like classic Call of Duty. Even though there's more players connecting to the servers, the connection actually feels better. The variety is really good in terms of like the different skill levels of the players, but also the stuff they're using. You'll typically have a lot of people tryharding and stuff. You know, it is search and destroy, but you'll also have like a lot of people sniping, using goofy classes and stuff. 12v12 S&D has actually been one of my favorite things to play recently. It's actually so good. I also really like the fact that Infinity Ward decided to use the ground war maps, but not the entire size. They sectioned off the maps to make them smaller, kind of like what Treyarch did in the original Black Ops 1 wager matches, so that way the maps actually play faster instead of being too big and too boring. But if they still had really strong skill-based matchmaking for 12v12 S&D, then it just wouldn't be as much fun. And that's the point I've been trying to make. The main reason why it's actually so much fun to play that game mode and play on those maps is is simply because they've toned back the skill-based matchmaking. For once, they don't care about your stats or your skill or which cosmetics you own. It's purely just based off of connection, trying to get people into the matches as fast as possible so they can play and enjoy the game. What a concept. If only they would have come up with that, I don't know, about 20 years ago. Oh wait, they did. I know I'm poking fun, but I really think this is a trend that should just continue moving forward for all casual public matches in Call of Duty games. Frick skill-based matchmaking, frick engagement optimized matchmaking, yes, connection-based matchmaking should be it. What? What was that? I don't know how we managed to get stuck. And hey, if you guys agree and you think skill-based matchmaking and engagement optimized matchmaking should stay out of Call of Duty games, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I actually had a completely different video planned for today. It was gonna be some stream highlights from 12v12 S&D, but I wanted to talk about this because this was some breaking news. Aside from the name of the game for COD 2023 getting leaked, this is our first real leak from the game. Actual screenshots and pictures from the game. So I wanted to cover it. Now I do still have the stream highlights. I'm probably gonna upload them to Nerd Plays instead though, so if you guys want to see that, make sure to sub to Nerd Plays. Unless of course you guys really want to see the highlights. Like I've got some crazy stuff. There was one game of Search and Destroy I played where I dropped almost 40 kills. It was nuts. Yo, these dudes in the lobby are actually so nice. This dude watched my how to play Erase Me tutorial. That video's gotta be like 15 years old. 12 years ago, bro. We're gonna do a mini version of reacting to old videos. What is this intro? Oh, this is the worst intro I think I've ever had in my life. Subscribe, rate, comment. This is before the thumbs up button. You could rate the videos 5 stars. Merc Music, why are you a lobster? Okay, kind of legit though. Activision wants to erase me. Song's actually a banger though. All right, I'm going with a douche class. We got the Olympia and the Noob Tube. What in the where are my shots going? I'm being mean. I'm being very mean. We got a power core and a hater. More! What is it, 2? Dude, I swear I don't know the keybinds on Black Ops 3. I just like guess half the time. But speaking of neat things, the XDefiant open beta is going to be starting for people who played the closed beta tomorrow. Now, unfortunately, I've got some stuffs going on tomorrow, but I do want to stream the game on Twitch. So if you haven't already, follow me and turn on notifications so you know when I'm going live. I cannot wait to play and stream and make videos on XDefiant, man. It was so good. Cannot wait to play the game again. Just when you thought the game couldn't get any better, Mark Rubin confirmed that they're going to have a classic prestige system coming to the game. Like, oh my god, can this game get any better? Yes, it probably can, and it probably will. I've mentioned this so many times before. I don't really know why people want seasonal prestiges to stay a thing in Call of Duty. They're artificially extending how much time you need to put in the game by doing that. Like, instead of just grinding all the prestiges whenever you want to, you have to wait to grind prestiges. That's just dumb. I am not a fan of the seasonal prestiging in the game. I don't think it's necessary. And if you really think about it, seasonal prestiging isn't even really a thing. You don't have to enter prestige mode. You don't actually click anything. There's no risk reward for prestiging or leveling up nowadays in Call of Duty. It just happens. It's just a number. Now, obviously, I have no idea how classic prestiging will work in XDefiant. Like, I don't know if there's going to be a trade-off for doing so. But what I do know is, as far as it goes for Call of Duty games, prestiging used to have a trade-off and it used to actually mean something and be important. Because instead of simply just playing the game and focusing on getting your camos and your challenges done, you had to temporarily put that on hold to focus on leveling up. And by doing so, you'd be rewarded with extra custom classes and stuff like that. You would get, obviously, your unique prestige icon. Obviously, the rewards you get vary from game to game. But the whole point I'm trying to make is that prestiging back then used to actually mean something. Whereas leveling up and doing all that kind of stuff now in Call of Duty games is simply just wasting time, honestly. Like, I know a lot of people are actually AFKing in Plunder. They're doing the unlimited score streak glitch in 12v12 S&D. There was also apparently like a decoy grenade glitch in Plunder, but that got fixed. But the whole point I'm trying to make, though, is that people don't really care about leveling up anymore. It's simply just to get it done, and then that's it. It doesn't really mean a lot. It either means that you just AFK'd the game a bunch, or you play a bunch. There's not really a trade-off for doing so. You didn't have to give anything up, which is kind of counterintuitive to what they want. They actually want us playing more and spending more time on the game, because that's good for their metrics. They want us to play a bunch. But yeah, man, sorry for going off on those tangents. It's just, you know, they announced classic prestige for XDefiant, and I wanted to talk about it and share my thoughts on it because we haven't had classic prestiging in Call of Duty games for quite some time. It's just kind of frustrating to see. But yes, Terminal and Scrapyard have been leaked for Modern Warfare 3 2023, and I definitely want to hear from you guys. What do you think about those maps coming back specifically? Do you think they're good choices? Do you think they're bad choices? And what other maps do you want to see added to Modern Warfare 3 2023? Now, again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. As long as skill-based matchmaking and engagement-optimized matchmaking is as strong as it is, then the maps don't really matter at all. But still, this is our first real leak for Call of Duty 2023, and it's really crazy to see us getting leaks this far out. So with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play some Black Ops 3 while talking about the Modern Warfare 3 leaks. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want the next Call of Duty game to not have skill-based matchmaking, make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys later.
Outcome, Triangle.